And we welcome you to the first ever Wagner Weekend Game Day edition before homecoming against Robert Morris University. How's everybody doing? My name's Mark Ernay. I'm joined by Jeff Leniart. We are your play-by-play voices for Wagner Seahawks football. Thrilled you're joining us today. This is going to be a very exciting show leading up to what should be a really exciting game, Jeff.
Absolutely. First NEC matchup of the season for both teams. First NEC matchup for both teams of the season. Looking forward to it. Both teams coming off big wins.
Wagner is 2-1 for the first time in 8 years, everybody, and a win today would make them 3-1 also for the first time since 2016. We've got a lot of interesting and very special guests. We will have the school president, Jeff Doggett, joining us, athletic director Brendan Fahey, the head football coach, Tom Masella, a Wagner alum himself, and it's a very special day for Coach Masella because the MVPs, offensively and defensively, in the homecoming game are awarded the Rob and Leah trophies. And Coach Masella, once upon a time, I know he'll talk about this with us all later, was a Leah Trophy winner. So today is a very special day for him, too. We're going to talk to a couple of guys from the men's basketball team who just got their NEC and NCAA rings. Very cool moment for them. One of my guys, I'm going to give him a shout-out, to Andre Howell South from St. Francis in Brooklyn. Dre, congratulations. Malik Booth was on the coaching staff last year. Booth was one of my students back in the day at St. John's, so we go way back, and he's way too young to have been in any of my classes, but Anyway, good to see everybody. Congratulations to the basketball team. We'll have the women's basketball team, some members of that squad joining us as well. They're going to do a little contest. We'll have some of the women's soccer and field hockey players joining us for a very interesting little contest, too. And we're glad you're with us today here on the Oval on Grimes Hill. It's homecoming day, it's Wagner weekend, and game day rolls on from right here on Staten Island after this timeout.
A single thread is unique. Like each of us, full of purpose and potential. A strand designed to connect, strengthen, and unite. But we face different challenges and have different opportunities. By acknowledging that others may struggle in ways we do not, we can celebrate our differences, embrace each other, and fortify the ties among us. A single thread can fray, yet when it's woven with another, a bond forms. A new strength created by the fabric of the whole. Let's embrace the fabric we make together, the diversity of our threads, to reach beyond ourselves and overcome the impossible. The true power of our game comes from unifying our individual backgrounds, connecting our unique stories, enabling us to be stronger, braver, greater. We can achieve so much more when we are all as one.
What a season. The confetti is going to fall.
Here she goes, and she's got it. How sweet is this, and how wonderful for the sport.
What starts at Wagner?
Pursuing my dreams.
Getting to do what I love.
Lifelong friendships. The ability to thrive.
You'll be part of a supportive community that will help you find your path while exploring all that New York City has to offer.
What starts at Wagner
Can lead you here.
Can lead you here.
can lead you here.
Welcome back, everybody, to Wagner College Gameday. It is Wagner weekend. It's homecoming day as the Seahawks get set to take on the Colonials from Robert Morris. And quite frankly, you can't have a college without a college president. Jeff Doggett is joining us. Let's give him a nice round of applause. So, Mr. President, your first day was July 1st. You've only been here for a couple of months, maybe 10 weeks.
Yep.
What's it been like so far?
Well, I have to say it's been great. The community's outstanding, as I think everybody here knows. It's been very welcoming. I tell everybody all the time, my number one goal here is not to put on 50 pounds, because everyone's trying to feed me all the time. The food here is great, but it's really been great. And I had this really unique opportunity when I got here, because it was myself, my leadership team, and the football team. Right, so everything I've been doing before all the other students moved in was with that team. So I started right out with the athletes. It's just been outstanding.
What has it been like for you acclimating to Staten Island?
Coming from the greater Boston area, right, you have this preconceived notion about what New York is like, let alone what Staten Island is like. And I would say that it's not as fast-paced as I had thought it was. But there's a lot of people here who care deeply about Staten Island in a way that I could never have anticipated. And just the way everyone comes together and works on problems and thinks through issues, I think it's really great. It's one of the things that attracted me to the school and the island.
I have to put you on the spot now. Grimes Hill or Beacon Hill?
Oh, boy, yeah, you are absolutely putting me on the spot. How about I just like hills? How's that?
Love it. Thanks.
Jeff, you got the game ball. You received the game ball with football's first win of the year. How special was that to you, and how special is the connection for you to the athletes and the team?
Yeah, first of all, with a school where 40% of your student body is a Division I athlete, whether it's football or softball or water polo, right? These students are such a vibrant part of this community. I was just so honored to start to work with one of those teams. As I said, in the dining hall for my first several weeks, it was just me and the football players. And so I started right in, just talked to them. I don't even think they knew who I was, pushing them. Do you think that's good chicken? Do you think that's good cheese sauce? Like, how do we, like, we gotta up our game here a little bit. Let's push the group here. And so for them to include me on the first day was really special, and I greatly appreciated it. And it's a little artifact of my time here that I'll savor forever.
And back in March, prior to that, back in March, you meet the basketball team.
Yep.
And, of course, they have the magical run. How special was that for you?
Yeah, so, I'm probably one of the very few college presidents in America who had to sit at a conference championship game, right, as the senior representative of one school, watching my new school play each other, right? And so between Merrimack and Wagner, so that was a little hard for me, but I knew deep down inside that I was going to go to March Madness no matter what. And I think the right team, won. And these guys got their rings today. It's outstanding. I'm looking forward to the coming season. They're not only a great team, but they're actually great students. And the coach is outstanding. I was so proud to help make sure that he stayed here for a long time. He's got a bright future ahead of him, and I'm looking forward to what they're going to do this year.
You've had a lot of great moments, fun moments already. What's your favorite moment so far?
Oh, move in by far. There's nothing better in being a college president than move in and commencement, right? That start of the year, where especially for freshmen, where you're watching parents hand over their child. They've worked for 18 years to get them ready for that moment, right? Some parents, they can't get them out of the car fast enough. Other parents, they're like holding on for dear life, right? But to just know that those students are embarking on a brand new part of life and a brand new experience. And then 4 years later, to be able to see what they've become, what they have worked so hard for, and what this community has helped shape them is just outstanding. So those are my two favorite moments in higher ed. And move in here was wonderful. It ran smoothly, and it was just great.
And Mr. President, this is your first Wagner weekend. How important is this whole scenario to you?
Yeah, so I love homecoming. Right? I love when the community can come together, bring alums here. When I first sat down and people talked to me about what Wagner Weekend is, right, one of the first things I said was, we need this desk right here. I want to start growing what Wagner Weekend is. I want it to be something that every year gets better. I want to reach the point where alums, no matter where they are in the country, that they're thinking about, I got to get back for that weekend. And if they can't get back for that weekend, that's something they can watch, make them feel a little bit bad that they can't get here. But I think it's a special place. It's a special institution. And to take a moment in time and showcase what it can be, especially on a beautiful day, is just great. But thank you guys for being part of it.
And as you've made your way around the Oval and on campus today, what have the conversations with some of the alumni been like?
I think, like, for most people, they're kind of trapped in this world of, they read and they see every single day that there are problems in higher education and what's going to happen to my alma mater. And my message to them is, Wagner's a special place, right? There are going to be lots of institutions in the future that are really going to suffer some unfortunate circumstances. My job is to make sure that we all work together to make sure that this institution thrives. It has all the ingredients to do so. We just need to put a little bit more elbow grease into it. And I think we're going to be one of the great success stories over the next decade.
Thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Wagner College President Jeff Doggett. We are counting down to kickoff on Wagner College Game Day, and we've got the head coach of the Seahawks, Tom Masella, coming up to join us right after this on NEC Front Row.
For years, they competed against each other. But every 4 years, they take on the world. They represent our schools and our country. We are proud to say, Olympians are made here.
What starts at Wagner?
Pursuing my dreams.
Getting to do what I love.
Lifelong friendships. The ability to thrive.
You'll be part of a supportive community that will help you find your path while exploring all that New York City has to offer.
What starts at Wagner
Can lead you here.
Can lead you here.
can lead you here.
compete in any Olympic event, what would you pick and why?
I definitely compete in wrestling.
It'd probably just be the 200.
Welcome back, everybody, on the Oval. It is Wagner College Game Day on this Wagner weekend and homecoming Saturday. I'm Mark Renee, Jeff Leniard alongside, and we are thrilled to be joined by the Seahawks head football coach and, of course, an alumnus of Wagner College, Tom Masella. Coach, excited to have you here today. 2-1 on the season for the first time in 8 years, looking to go 3-1 for the first time since 2016, coming off a nice win last week at Delaware State. What's the state of the team as we head into homecoming?
Obviously, we're excited. Our guys are excited. They played extremely well last week, and hopefully we can follow it up this week. What a great day. What a great day to go out and be a part of college football here at Wagner College. Our president, this is just fabulous what we're doing. So I'm excited. I know our players are excited, too.
I don't know how much Coach Clark of RMU is listening to, so we won't get too in the weeds about your game prep today for Robert Morris. But I do want to mention it is homecoming day. Last year you played Merrimack, an exciting game on homecoming. And interestingly enough, their number one running back on the Warriors last year, Ty Edmonds, transfers to Robert Morris, and he's here for homecoming. You can't escape the guy.
No, and he's a heck of a player, but I hope the results are the same. Wagner comes away with a Wagner exciting victory, and last year was certainly exciting. Unfortunately, it was in the pouring rain, so hopefully we have a great day today, and the results are the same.
Hey, a win's a win, right?
You'll take them all.
Coach had a great bounce-back win last week. Tell us a little bit. Recap the game last week for us if you can. Ricky Benelli starts it off with a 60-yard touchdown run from scrimmage. Jalen had a great game, all-around great game. What did you like? Tell the fans about what happened last week on the road.
I think we challenged our players to be tough physically and mentally and go out and show them what type of team we are. And from the very first kickoff, Sam Martin brings it back 40 yards, and Ricky does his thing and goes for 60. And I thought all three phases, I thought it was a complete team win. And I didn't think there was a phase that we said coming out that we really looked at and said it was a negative. I thought everybody played extremely well. They played the game the right way, the way we want them to play, with high effort, a lot of energy, and excited to be with each other.
Can you tell the fans a little more about Jalen Benelli? He's recognized as one of the top in the country. Everybody knows him, but what makes him so special?
Yeah, Jalen is an unbelievable talent. He's just such a smooth athlete. Really, really competitive, really, really intelligent. We can move him all over the place. And then certainly his hands. He makes some unbelievable catches day in, day out. It kind of becomes routine for us to see the plays that he makes. So we got to keep him going and keep him healthy and keep feeding him the ball.
One quick note on the quarterbacks. Jake Cady has taken over the number one spot. What have you seen in him?
Well, I thought Jake played a great game last week. Distributed the ball to 5 or 6 different receivers. Protected the football and just managed the game the way we need it to be managed. So, hopefully he can follow it up in week 2 and continue to build on what he did last week.
Coach, on the other side of the ball, the defense in the top 25 in multiple categories in the country. Talk a little bit about your defense and the veterans you have.
Well, I think we have a great group over there. You got some guys who've been in the program for a while. Jarrell Liverpool has been with us for a while. Nick Yatson has had a fantastic year. Our 2 safeties, Christian Davis, Justin Smith, Justin Riley, all those guys have been with us for 3-4 years now, and certainly they're playing well, and they played extremely well last week. And the reason I like them is they're so competitive day in, day out, and they get after it pretty good. So we've added some great guys to the mix: Logan Barnes, Sam Martin, some of Jordan Johnson, and a whole bunch of other guys. So it's been great to see.
You guys have nailed it, you and the coaching staff, on your game day captains. You're 3 for 3 so far this year. And Nick Gadsden got the nod today. What did he do to earn it?
Well, I think his play last week, certainly he deserved to earn it. And hopefully he can have as big a game as Ricky had last week.
Speaking of the defense, I was shocked when I saw this. You played 3 games. You've only given up 7 points in the second half to 3 opponents.
Yeah, I think we're a talented group. I think our players understand what we're trying to do, and they're talented. And hopefully we can have that same type of production and outcome today.
And back on the offense, this was another one that really jumped out to me. Last season, the entire season, first quarter, total of 27 points scored. You've played 3 games so far. You've scored 29 points in the first quarter.
It's all coaching.
Yeah.
No, you got to look at the talent we have there. And our O-line is really the biggest improvement of our team. And certainly when you can run the ball, it makes it a lot easier to throw it down the field and do the things that we're capable of doing.
All right, last one I have for you. Obviously, it's homecoming day. The Rob Trophy, the Leah Trophy to the offensive and defensive MVPs. And I know you have obviously a very special connection to the Leah Trophy, having won it yourself as an undergrad. How special is homecoming to you still after all these years?
I think after all these years, it's still a great day. You get excited. You get to see a lot of people that you don't see during the course of the year or decades. I'm going to see some classmates of mine that I haven't seen in 30, 40 years. So it's just a great day here at Wagner. A lot of good people come back, and certainly they have a great time, and we want to certainly give them a good performance on the field today. So like I said, we're excited. I'm excited, and could you ask for a better day on the hill?
Listen, the weather today is 1,000,000 times better than we had for homecoming last year, but let's hope the result is just as good.
No question about it, and we're excited to play.
Seahawks head coach Tom Massell, everybody, as we count down to kickoff here on Wagner College Game Day. They'll be taking on the Colonials of Robert Morris for the first time since 2019. And College Game Day rolls on from Grimes Hill right after this timeout on NEC Front Row.
Good luck today.
Welcome back, everybody, to Grimes Hill, the Oval, here on the campus of Wagner College. It is game day as the Seahawks count down to kickoff against Robert Morris. I'm Mark Renee. Jeff Leniart is alongside, and we're thrilled to be joined now by Wagner College Athletic Director Brendan Fahey. Jeff.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mark. Brendan, with the NEC play kicking off this weekend, what's it been like so far the fall season for football and all the sports?
Yeah, Jeff, hey, thanks for having me. Hey, it's been a great fall so far. You know, we came into the fall with high expectations coming off a year where we won 4 conference championships as a department. Our student athletes excelled in the classroom with a 3.37 GPA, and really we're keeping that momentum going. You know, yesterday our field hockey team, I see them out in the back, our field hockey team opened conference play with a big victory, 5-0. So really excited about that program and what they can accomplish this year. You know, also our soccer team's coming off the best season in program history, and they've had some great results so far, and they have a big home game tomorrow where they kick off NEC play against Stonehill. And then, of course, our football program. You know, we've been making great improvements with our football program throughout the years, and we came into the season where expectations are higher than they've been. And I was at the game last weekend in Dover, and it was just an ultimate team performance offensively, defensively, and I'm just looking forward to seeing our student-athletes compete on that field today against Robert Morris, and I think it's going to be a great year for the Seahawks. I think our future is very, very bright.
Fantastic. Made some recent upgrades the last several years. Tell the fans about how that benefits the student-athletes, the things that it does to help the program and the student-athletes.
Sure. You know, facilities are so important. You know, they're important for retaining student-athletes. They're important for recruiting new student-athletes, and they're important for the student-athlete experience. So that's been a big priority of ours as an athletic department the last couple years to kind of enhance all of our facilities. Obviously, the crown jewel is our new football building, which I can confidently say is the best in the Northeast Conference. Our new video scoreboard, which you'll see today at the game, will really enhance the game day atmosphere, and it doesn't just benefit football. You know, all the teams that compete out there, men's lacrosse, women's lacrosse, soccer, and then some locker room upgrades. You know, field hockey, baseball, men's lacrosse. So, you know, we still got work to do, but the support that we have from our alumni and our donors has been fantastic. And we've been able to make some great improvements for our department, and you're seeing it pay off. You know, I think with the results and the high level of student athletes that we're bringing in, and, you know, more work to be done. But again, you know, we're on the right track.
Brendan, you just inducted your brand new Hall of Fame class, 4 new members, including Jeremy Bellina from the football team. What was the ceremony like, and what was the reaction from the inductees?
Yeah, Mark, it was an awesome ceremony. You know, there's 660 student athletes at Wagner, and they all work and strive to maybe someday be inducted into the Hall of Fame. And today, you know, we were able to induct 4 of the best to ever do it. And they weren't just exceptional student athletes. They're great individuals. And Jeremy Bellina from the football program, the first ever men's lacrosse inductee, Brian Gallagher, Katie Hauk, you know, arguably the best goalie in Wagner and MAC conference history, and Andrea Lazzari of the softball program. You know, they had exceptional careers at Wagner. They helped lay the foundation for all the success that we're having now. I think it was a great ceremony, and I'm looking forward to connecting with them again at the game and recognizing them again on the field for their great performance at Wagner College.
And right before we took the air, you had the ring ceremony for the men's basketball team, which I think shocked the world by running through the NEC tournament last year, as shorthanded as they were. Really a remarkable story. What was it like to relive that with them today?
You know, that's why you become an administrator. You know, that's why you want to work in college athletics, is for moments like that. When you see your student athletes, you see your coaches, you see your support staff work so hard, put in that work, and then it pays off. You know, that's easily the best part of my job. You know, that memory of going to March Madness, winning a game, going to Charlotte, competing against the Tar Heels. I'll remember that for the rest of my life, and it's why I chose this career field in the first place. And, you know, today, being able to see the guys, give them their rings, see the look on their faces, it really doesn't get any better than that. And as Coach Copeland would say if he was here, you know, that was last year. So now we're turning the page, and I feel pretty good about that team this year. Obviously, I'm not going to give any, you know, bulletin board material to anyone else in the league. But I think Coach Copeland has returned a great group of guys. I think he's brought in some great pieces. He's made some additions to the coaching staff, which I think will be phenomenal. So all I'll say is I'm very excited about this season as well and how it'll play out. But, yeah, giving out the rings for the basketball team ranks right up there as one of the best memories of my 18 years at Wagner College.
And, of course, the start of the basketball seasons for the men and the women right around the corner, less than 8 weeks away. It's going to be a very exciting time here on Grimes Hill.
Yes, absolutely. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. Excited for our men's program and our women's program. I think great things are ahead this year for the Seahawks.
Speaking of men's basketball, we've got Tyjee Kelton and Javi Esquerra coming up next here on Wagner College Game Day. Stay with us, everybody, here on NEC Front Row.
What starts at Wagner?
Pursuing my dreams.
Getting to do what I love.
Lifelong friendships. The ability to thrive.
You'll be part of a supportive community that will help you find your path while exploring all that New York City has to offer.
What starts at Wagner
Can lead you here.
Can lead you here.
can lead you here.
Hi again, everybody. I'm Paul Dottino with the NEC Notebook delivered to you by WB Mason. Duquesne running back Jamario Clements ran for a career-high 204 yards and a touchdown on 12 carries. He's the NEC Offensive Player of the Week after a 28-25 victory over 20th-ranked Youngstown State. Clements ripped off 2 runs of at least 70 yards. Duke's linebacker Luke Miller took the rookie honors with 14 tackles. He's also the co-defensive player of the week with Central Connecticut's Jalen Howard, who had 7 stops with 2 sacks to dump St. Francis. Blue Devils punter Aiden Clark is the NEC and FCS special teams pick. He averaged nearly 52 yards on 6 punts, including 1 for an NEC record 84 yards, and he completed a 19-yard pass. Don't forget, all conference games are streamed live and free on NECFrontRow.com, and you can follow the season on X at NEC Sports and on the web at northeastconference.org.
If you could compete in any Olympic event, what would you pick and why?
I definitely compete in wrestling.
It'd probably just be the 200.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Wagner College Game Day. Thrilled you're joining us, and we're very happy that everybody's watching us, too, on NEC Front Row. We've got a couple of members of the NEC Men's Basketball Tournament champions, a couple of guys who went and played in the NCAA tournament and won a game. Unbelievable stuff. We've got Tyjee Kelton to my right. We've got Javi Esquerra to the left, and Jeff Lenyard to my immediate left.
Javi and Tyjee, congratulations, first of all. And first time in NEC tournament history, a team wins 3 games on the road to win the title. How special was that for you?
It was very special. It's a dream come true. That's what I always dream about. Make it to the tournament. The way we did it with 7 players and beating 3 teams away from our Spiral Gym, it was amazing. A dream come true.
Excellent job, and congratulations again to both of you. There were times during the year where you struggled as a team, but it just seemed to gel, get better. You were shorthanded, as you mentioned. What are some of the things that you think that were the key that you guys just took off and had that run, that magical run to win the tournament, the NCAA game, and to play against North Carolina?
It's the toughness. That's what we preach every day, and defense. That's defense wins games, wins championship, and toughness. If we play hard, we're going to win games.
What I love about having you guys here especially is that you are the Iron Men, because, Javi, you started every game. You and Keontae were the only ones, and I saw Keontae Lewis here earlier. I'm curious to know, when all was said and done, how tired were you?
I was very tired. You could ask Coach Lynch right here. I was every game after the game, he always asked me, are you tired? I was like, yeah, I need an ice bath because I was dead. I gave it my all. I wanted to win.
When did you get back into basketball shape? When were you ready for the new season?
Oh, we're ready. We working hard. We getting better every day, and we will try to get back-to-back champions.
Thanks, Javi. Let me turn to Tyjee Kelton, Monroe College transfer. I actually called a game of yours when I was working for Stack a couple of seasons ago, and we know how well you did at the D2 level. What was the transition like moving to Division I and here at Wagner?
So from JUCO, the transition was really good. It was really it's crazy how it happened because my friend, my teammate Melvin Council, he came on a visit before me, and he told me how it was. He said, you should look into it. It's close to home. So when I went to visit, it was a great environment, great community, very small school, and everyone knew each other. So when I felt here, I felt very welcome. In the transition for basketball-wise, intensity was high, the demand was high, and the connectedness was all there. So it was able to transition to get into that.
Shout out Central Jersey. I know you're from Denell, and I grew up in Old Bridge, so we were very close. You're another one, Ironman. Played all 33 games last year. He averaged about 20 minutes plus. I know you weren't as tired because most of your action came off the bench. But what was that whole run like? What was it like playing in the first four in Dayton?
So the first four, before the first four, which is crazy in the NEC, the tournament, all the teams that we beat, we lost to them. And two of the teams we beat, we lost to them twice. So it's not how we start, it's how we finish. So getting them three out the way, and especially Merrimack away at their house, with all those people there, packed out crowd, it was an amazing experience. Then playing that Howard game, the environment was crazy. The fans were popping. My mom was able to come to all the games at the end, which was really good for her, and I appreciate that. But the game environment, it was crazy. Nothing like it.
And then you guys go up against North Carolina, which was a #1 seed. What was that experience like?
Oh, that was amazing. 38,000 people there. Like everyone could dream of something like that. And just to be in it and to do it for a school like this that hasn't done it in so long, it's a crazy experience, and I love it.
How excited are you to get things rolling in a few weeks here for the regular season?
I can't wait, but we have to reset. This is all good now. We can't fast forward to March, so we have to break it down brick by brick. Start in September, in October, we get to all the live stuff, so it's good. I love the process, all about the process.
Javi, if you don't mind me asking, outside of the run last year, going to the tournament, what's been the best part of being a Wagner Seahawk for you?
Best part? That's a hard question.
That's why I saved it for last.
I don't know, meeting the people, the workers around campus, everybody's amazing. Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Appreciate it. Everybody, Javi Esquerra, Tajay Kelton, men's basketball season right around the corner. We've got some of the women's basketball team joining us here on College Game Day right after this as we come to you live from Grimes Hill on NEC Front Row.
Hi again, everybody. I'm Paul Dottino with the NEC Notebook delivered to you by WB Mason. Duquesne running back Jamario Clements ran for a career-high 204 yards and a touchdown on 12 carries. He's the NEC Offensive Player of the Week after a 28-25 victory over 20th-ranked Youngstown State. Clements ripped off 2 runs of at least 70 yards. Duke's linebacker Luke Miller took the rookie honors with 14 tackles. He's also the co-defensive player of the week with Central Connecticut's Jalen Howard, who had 7 stops with 2 sacks to dump St. Francis. Blue Devils punter Aiden Clark is the NEC and FCS special teams pick. He averaged nearly 52 yards on 6 punts, including 1 for an NEC record 84 yards, and he completed a 19-yard pass. Don't forget, all conference games are streamed live and free on NECFrontRow.com, and you can follow the season on X at NEC Sports and on the web at NortheastConference.org.
Back here on Wagner College Game Day, we've got some members of the women's basketball team with us, including our very own Julia Fabosi. Very exciting to look forward to the season. I know your season last year was abbreviated, but you're back now, healthy, 100%?
Yep, 100%. Looking forward to it.
All right, Ange Ricard is with us, too.
Yes, can't wait for this season.
All right. Raneem Elbarki, one of our newcomers, welcome.
Thank you.
And we're going to do a football toss in just a second. So we've got KJ and Casey with us as well, so we'll catch up with them in a little bit. But first, we've got this football toss sponsored by Napoli's Pizzeria. There's a gift card in it for the winning team. We're going to do 2-on-2, and we've got Raneem to judge to see who comes out the winner. It'll be 2 tosses of the football for each side at the target. And you can see you get 3 points for a field goal, 7 for a touchdown. You lose points for interceptions, and you get 1 point for a first down. So the goal is to throw 2 touchdown passes. Who's going first? All right, the newbies are going to go first. You made me decide. Oh, there's 7. You set the bar high. All right, so it's a 7-0 lead for the newbies. Pressure's on Fabosi. Oh! All right, here's Ange Ricard for the win. Oh! Sudden death, 1 throw. Who didn't make? Ange didn't make? Who missed on that side? Casey, you have to throw 2. We got to go quick. We're running out of time. Oh! And you need to do this for double overtime. Yes, sir. All right, we got one more. Jules goes.
Double overtime.
KJ goes.
Yes.
Oh, it's over. The winners.
We've got a winner.
And Ricard. Julia Fabosi, congratulations, ladies. Let me talk to the newbies over here. What's exciting about being part of the Wagner College women's basketball team for this season?
I'm just really excited to be a part of this team and just be able to create history.
All right. Meaning NEC tournament champions, NCAA tournament, or bust. We're going all the way. All right, let's do that.
I'm really excited to be part of this big family.
All right, welcome. Welcome, everybody. We're glad you're with us. We're going to take a quick time out. We've got more to come on Wagner College Game Day here on Grimes Hill.
What starts at Wagner?
Pursuing my dreams.
Getting to do what I love.
Lifelong friendships. The ability to thrive.
You'll be part of a supportive community that will help you find your path while exploring all that New York City has to offer.
What starts at Wagner
Can lead you here.
Can lead you here.
can lead you here.
For years, they competed against each other. But every 4 years, they take on the world. They represent our schools and our country. We are proud to say, Olympians are made here.
If you could compete in any Olympic event, what would you pick and why?
I'd definitely compete in wrestling.
It'd probably just be the 200.
What starts at Wagner?
Pursuing my dreams.
Getting to do what I love.
Lifelong friendships. The ability to thrive.
You'll be part of a supportive community that will help you find your path while exploring all that New York City has to offer.
What starts at Wagner
Can lead you here.
Can lead you here.
can lead you here.
Welcome back to Wagner College Game Day here on Grimes Hill. I'm Mark Renee, Jeff Leniart alongside. We are joined by the captains of the field hockey and women's soccer teams. It is quiz time here on Wagner Weekend. To my immediate left, Rebecca Desiderio and Emma Lofstedt from the field hockey team, which is 3-3. And ironically enough, it's homecoming weekend. You're going to play my alma mater tomorrow. What's that going to be like?
It's going to be a really exciting game. We're looking forward to getting back on our home turf and defending our record.
Well, take it easy on them because they might be emotionally fragile. On the right, we've got from the soccer team, and senior day is tomorrow against Stonehill. They're 1-0-3 so far at home. Emma Rowe on the far right and Kayla Barbosa alongside. And we've got quiz time. Jeff is going to handle the Q's and A's.
All right, first question. Crowder's pumped for this. What is your teammates' go-to pregame hype song?
This is almost like the newlywed game where they're going to try and guess the correct answer. And if you don't know what the newlywed game is, you can Google it or watch Buzzer. All right, so the first question was, what song gets your teammate hyped up before every game? And Emma?
Kill the Lights.
Did she get it right?
Yes, she did.
She got it right. Okay. So, Kayla, what's Emma's answer?
I'm going Family Affair, David Guetta.
Oh, we've got a 1-1 tie.
All right, we're ready. Number 2, who's their favorite athlete role model?
Favorite athlete role model. Favorite athlete. See, if you're smart, you mention one of your teammates. But then which one, and if whoever's guessing guesses the wrong one, then you're insulting somebody. All right, Rebecca, who is Emma's favorite ultimate athletic role model?
Faf de Klerk.
Faf de Klerk. The answer is Faf DeClerc. 2 points
Wow.
for field hockey.
A battle here, Mark.
And Kayla, who do you think is Emma's ultimate athletic role model? Alona Mayer from the gold medal winning women's rugby team. So it's 2-2. The tie continues.
What is their go-to pregame snack?
Go-to pregame snack before you hit the field. I know what mine is.
What's yours?
Well, it wouldn't work today because it's too warm, but anything chocolate. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so what's the answer?
A bagel with coffee.
Bagel with coffee. Makes it a very soggy bagel, but it's right. She got the right answer. Coffee and a schmear. And Kayla.
I'm going with cheese balls.
Cheese balls.
Wow, that's fantastic. Wow.
I don't know who Phil is, but thanks, Phil. So it's 3-3. We play on, Jeff.
All right, next one is the most used emoji. What's the
Most used emoji. I assume like on social media as opposed to just wandering around and showing people your phone. All right, the answer is?
Laughing face.
Laughing face. Funny face. We need a ruling. Judges, we got a ding, ding, ding over here. 4-0, or 4 for 4 over here. And Kayla.
I'm going to go with some hearts, maybe?
Hearts. Wow. All right, we're still deadlocked here. Question number 5.
All right, if they had to play a collegiate sport besides the current one, what sport would they play?
If you weren't playing your current sport, what would you play? Ooh. Okay, don't get in trouble here.
Yeah, they got it down quick.
Tennis.
Tennis. The answer is tennis.
Wow.
Undefeated field hockey rolls on. Kayla, what did Emma say?
I'm thinking she said rugby because of Alona Mayer.
And rugby.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Oh, man, overtime is coming, Mark.
All right, here's number 6.
All right, where is their top travel bucket list destination?
Top travel bucket list destination.
Wow. They know
Probably
what they
not.
want.
I mean, we love Staten Island, but that wouldn't be on the bucket list. Yeah. Okay, you think she put Staten Island on the bucket list? You're here every day.
All right, what's your second choice? No.
I think her second choice would be
All right, so you're going to guess?
Yeah, Amazon.
That's your final answer. We're locking in the Amazon.
Wow.
Amazon rainforest.
Woo.
Which is much different than like the Amazon food store that they have now. Because that would have been accepted too, right? Because all you said was Amazon. Yeah. Kayla?
I know this one. It's Bali.
Bali. Wow. All right, sudden death here. Last question.
Favorite place to study on campus? Favorite place
Go-to
on
study
campus?
spot on campus. I would pick that tree right over there because it's got the most shade. Yeah. Kind of cool here on the oval. Scribble, 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 scribble. Okay, answer?
The second floor of the library.
Second floor of the library. Oh, man. 7 for 7.
A lot of pressure here, Mark. A lot of pressure.
All right, Kayla, no pressure on you and Emma here, but you have to get it right or they win.
I'm going to get it right. It's study room in the library as well.
Library study room. We have a tie, a 7-7 tie. There are no losers on the quiz game. Rich Behan says everybody wins. Congratulations, ladies.
Co-champion.
Rebecca and Emma from field hockey. Emma and Kayla from soccer. Both in action tomorrow. Good luck.
Good luck,
Not too much luck tomorrow against my alma mater. No, have a great game. And we'll be back with more College Game Day here on Grimes Hill.
For years, they competed against each other. But every 4 years, they take on the world. They represent our schools and our country. We are proud to say, Olympians are made here.
If you could compete in any Olympic event, what would you pick and why?
I definitely compete in wrestling.
It'd probably just be the 200.
starts at Wagner.
Pursuing my dreams.
Getting to do what I love.
Lifelong friendships. The ability to thrive.
You'll be part of a supportive community that will help you find your path while exploring all that New York City has to offer.
What starts at Wagner
Can lead you here.
Can lead you here.
can lead you here.
For years, they competed against each other. But every 4 years, they take on the world. They represent our schools and our country. We are proud to say, Olympians are made here.
Final segment here on Wagner College Gameday on Grimes Hill as we count down to kickoff for the homecoming game between the Seahawks and the Robert Morris University Colonials. Our final guest here on College Gameday is the Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics, a 40-year athletic director, longtime football coach too, 34 or something years. Walt Hamline is here. When you go across the street, you'll notice it's Hamline Field. They renamed it for him in 2012. Coach, congratulations on everything and welcome to the show.
We got a great day. Homecoming, everybody here. We're really excited.
60th anniversary of the 1964 team. 4 new Hall of Famers inducted. What's the day been like for you?
It's been great. I think when you look at that tradition of the Hall of Fame now, which has been there for a while, the 60 team coming back, that was a great era of football, 64, 67, undefeated teams. And that's basically where the tradition of football really locked in and moved forward. But this is a great day.
Coach, what gets you most excited about homecoming weekend? I mean, it's a special weekend. I can see you're pumped up. So exciting. Tell us a little bit.
I think the best thing is coming back here and seeing all the different people that you met along the way and the enthusiasm about Wagner and all the great things we have going on here. Our leadership with our new president's got things going in the right direction. So we're excited and pumped up and ready to roll.
Everybody having a great time. Fans are pumped up. There's a game, though, at 4 o'clock. First NEC matchup. What's your take on today's game? Big conference matchup.
I think it'll be, that's one of those teams, Robert Morris. They used to be in our conference, and they left, and we let them come back. And so there's no love lost there. But at the end of the day, I'll think it'll be a real good football team. The first conference game, they're going to play a defense. They're going to be real aggressive, talking with Coach Masella. They're a good football team, traditionally. Go all the way back. They've always been good, and it'll be a good test.
Well, you mentioned the 3 undefeated teams. You, of course, were the head coach of the 1987 Division III national champs, the Stag Bowl winners. You beat Dayton 19-3. I actually went back and watched that game yesterday. And I'm so glad we're doing this today because I mentioned my alma mater happens to be Hofstra. And the first game I ever called was your game at Hofstra, October 10th, 1987. I know the result wasn't so good. That's the only blemish on your record for that season. But what do you remember about that day?
The Hofstra day?
Yeah.
I forgot a lot about that because we lost the game.
Right.
But it was a really good football game. Now, we fell way behind, and we came back. 2 great teams. Hofstra, at that point, was having a great run for a number of years with their football program. It became a great rivalry. And we walked away from that thinking, hey, maybe that's the last, chance. We may not get to the NCAA playoffs.
Well,
but that didn't hold true.
I can tell you they were chomping at the bit waiting for a rematch in the second round and then got just rolled over by Fordham on the worst weather day in history while you guys were winning your opening game, and then you take care of Fordham that second week.
Yeah, that was a bad day. We played Rochester.
It was
horrible.
I'm still frostbitten from that day. When you think about that team and the alumni who come back for homecoming, what's among your favorite memories?
I think just a group, when any time that, all intercollegiate athletics, when teams become successful, there's a little bit more of a bonding. I think there's bonding all the time with student athletes, but when you win a championship or you have great success, you have a tendency to hopefully get back on campus and great memories. And it's great to see when you've been in the business that you see what your student athletes have accomplished and moving forward.
All right, we're short on time. We have to get these picks in. I know you're Coach Hamline, but right now you're going to be Coach Corso. and pull a page from Lee Corso's playbook. We're going to have you pick a couple
pressure.
of games.
Let's go.
That's a lot of pressure. So the big game tonight is number 6 Tennessee, number 15 Oklahoma. Both are 3-0. Who are you looking at for that one?
I think I'm going to go with Tennessee. I think, they're scoring a lot of points. They play good defense. Oklahoma's going to come after them, but the quarterback, the receivers, I'm going that way. That's my pick.
Same time we're playing, it's going to be 12th ranked Utah, also 3-0, at Oklahoma State. Cowboys are ranked 14th. They're 3-0 as well. We won't be watching that one because we're going to be playing, obviously, but what are you thinking about?
I'm thinking of the Ukes. I think that'll be a good one. I think the quarterback there and their offense is explosive. They're putting up a lot of points. I'm going with the Ukes.
As they get set to kick off, it'll be Southern Cal at Michigan. Still weird to think of USC in the Big Ten, but the Trojans ranked number 11 this week. They're 2-0. The Wolverines are 18th in the country. They are 2-1. How do you see that one playing out at the Big House?
I think it's an interesting one, when Michigan's lost a game. Now, I will say that they're in the Big House, and my favorite song is Hail to the Victors. So I got a feeling that it'll be a real good game, but I think at the end of the day, it's not going to be Michigan.
One of our NEC opponents is Central Connecticut. They're 2-1, visiting 0-3 UMass. Let's take a look at the Blue Devils and the Minutemen.
Yep, having a good season, always competitive, but I think UMass, being a 1A program and making that move traditionally, I think I'm going to go with UMass.
All right, and here's how we close the circle. Remember, I mentioned the Hofstra-Wagner game, 1987, was the first one I ever did on college radio. The first game I did here at Wagner was October 19th of 2019. Happened to be the last time the Seahawks played Robert Morris. And now here they are. The Colonials are back in the NEC. They're going to play after their first win of the season. Wagner's coming off its second win of the season, 30-7 victory at Delaware State. And we want you to go full Corso on this one and tell us how it plays out today.
Well, I think a couple things. One, we're going to have to protect the football. We're going to have to come up with big plays. They're a good football team. They got a quarterback that's capable of running and throwing the ball. They've always been tough. They're going to come after us on defense. It's a one of those borderline games. But my gut feeling, I have no love for Robert Morris. They left us and went to another league. Now they're back. But that being said, they're very good. So I think I think I'm just gonna.
Here it comes.
I'm gonna be a Seahawk. There we go. Go Seahawks.
Go Seahawks. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the AD Emeritus, the longtime Wagner Seahawks head football coach, Walt Hamline. Coach Hamline, it's been a treat. Thanks for joining us. That's Jeff Leniart. I'm Mark Renee for our entire crew here on Grimes Hill. Thank you all for joining us on Wagner College Game Day. We're counting down to kickoff. It's coming up. We've got a big parade as well on the way, leading up to game time against Robert Morris. You can join us on NEC Front Row.